Hi everyone, it's Ruby
and Raylee.
Welcome back to our channel.
Today we're showing you 6 quick and easy braided hairstyles that you can wear at school.
Raylee is really good at braiding. I'm not so good, to be honest. So I'm going to be learning just as much as some of you guys are.
So let's go. Before we get started, we just want to say that this video contains a paid promotion for Disney Descendants 3 and Braid Bar. So we're both at secondary school now, which means we don't have as much time in the mornings and we need to be able to do hairstyles that are quick and easy and look good.
So we've wanted to do a back to school hair video for a while now.
And we recently went to a Descendants 3 event in London. And while we were there, we had our hair braided by Braid Bar London in Descendants 3 inspired braids. And this inspired us to do a braiding hairstyle video, which is what you're watching.
And if you didn't already know, Raylee and I are massive fans of Disney Descendants movies. I can't memorize right now how many times I've watched Descendants 1 and 2.
A lot. And we were so lucky because recently we got to meet the lovely Dove Cameron who plays Mal in Descendants. So if you want to see that, make sure to check out Ruby's vlog.
And before we get started, we're super excited to share with you all
that the UK premiere of Descendants 3 will be on Friday the 11th of October at 5:30 PM.
Only on Disney Channel, so make sure you tune in.
So let's get on with the video and do some hair braiding. So the first hairstyle I'm going to show you is a fishtail braid ponytail, and I'm teaching Ruby this as well. We were inspired to do this as Ruby recently filmed a hair tutorial for Disney Channel's YouTube for this hairstyle as a Mal-inspired Descendants 3 hairstyle.
And this is what my final hairstyle looked like. So this is my final Mal-inspired braid.
Before I start teaching you, I would like to point out that Ruby's hair was done here by Braid Bar. They're professionals.
And if you didn't know, Braid Bar London is located in Selfridges store
in Oxford Street, London. And if you do love Descendants like us, we're really excited to tell you that Braid Bar is offering a Descendants 3 limited edition menu. So you can get your own exclusive chance to get a Mel,
Evie, Uma and Audrey and more
inspired look yourself.
So if you like Descendants, make sure you go to Braid Bar to check it out.
So for this hairstyle, I'm going to do it as a pigtails.
And I'm going to be doing a side version of it.
So to start this out, for me, I'm going to part my hair in the middle and then put it into 2 pigtails. Ruby's going to ponytail one side, but make sure your ponytails are loose. Ruby's still doing her ponytail, but I've done my pigtails and I've pulled wispy bits out in the front. I think this is better for school because it makes it a bit less formal.
So this is the back. I'm not completely sure it's very nice because, to be honest, when I do side ponytails, all my wispy bits come out, so.
Happens anyway. So the next thing you want to do is you make a hole, I'm going to face this way, in the middle of your ponytail on the top side, so like that. So you want to take all that hair and tuck it through the hole, like this. So we've got the hole here. I'm just pulling my hair through and then pulling it from the other side. And then I tighten it. And we have like a really close ponytail thing now, it looks like that. So we've both got our pigtails done now, you've got your ponytail, and the next step is to take it into 2. Got it? Yeah. Okay, so now you want to take one piece from the end of your left or right one and take it over the top and just put it on the other one. Take it from the right one and put it onto the left one. Small piece from the left one, put it onto the right one. Yeah, like that. So I've already started a bit. And I'm going to take a piece from the right hand side, so I'm just going to swap it, and now it's on the left. I'll do the same with the left. Take a piece, swap it onto the right. You'll probably get the hang of it quite fast. By the second one, if you're doing pigtails like me, it should be pretty easy. You're doing it! So I've got my first one done, and for me, I really like the way it looks when it's bulked out a bit more. So I'm just going to quickly feather it, just pulling the sides a bit. You're doing really well, well done! You're going to have this in the bag for school.
This is a bit hard because I feel like I'm going to get one side connected to the other by accident.
Well done, you're doing really well.
Ah!
High five!
It's not particularly very good, but I tried.
So we finished our first hairstyle. I've got the fishtail pigtails.
I've got the fishtail ponytail. I just want to say one thing. I did this by myself, everything. I'm really proud of myself.
Well done. You'd wear that to school, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd wear it to school. I can do it in the morning now.
So here's what Ruby's looks like. And here's mine. So the next hairstyle is called a double Dutch braid ponytail, and I actually did this one on Ruby for her first day of school. I've got Ruby on a tiny seat, which is why you can't see all of her, but I'm going to start by putting her hair in the middle.
And I'm going to turn to a visco curl and put as many scrunchies as I can on my wrist.
So I always take bits of hair out from the front of this. So that's what I'm going to do. So I start with a normal plait, which is what I'm doing now. So this is a Dutch braid, which means it goes under instead of over. So I'm just going under and under. And then I'm adding another piece of hair. Go under again. Okay, so now I've got to this point behind her ear, kind of where her hair parting finishes at the top. I'm just going to continue to Dutch braid down. I've done her first plait now, and now I'm going to do the other side. So you repeat the same thing. So I have Ruby's plaits done, and we've got 2 French plaits at the moment, they're Dutch braids. Now I'm going to put it all into a ponytail. We're going to take all of your hair up, and you can change the height of the ponytail. Now we're going to add the plaits into the ponytail with another hairband. So the next step is to take out the first hairband you did. This just makes it a bit easier. You can take the plaits out and let it have a ponytail, or you can leave the plaits in, but I'm going to take them out. So this is the final hairstyle.
And I'm going to get stuck.
Technical difficulties.
Ta-da! This is the hairstyle I wore for my first day of secondary school, done by Raylee. So now we're moving on to hairstyle number 3. And there's lots of variations you can do this hairstyle with.
The first one we're going to show you is on Ruby's hair. So we're going to start by taking this ponytail out because we've already actually explained the first bit. Take the ponytail out, but we're going to use these 2 plaits. So we're going to brush Ruby's hair out first. We're going to take both of the braids and we're literally going to just join them. And again, we can pull this bit out so it looks cute. There we go.
I really like this one, and I definitely wear it to school because I just like it. I like my hair down sometimes.
And this one doesn't hurt your hair. Some half up, half down hairstyles do, but this one
Because
doesn't.
they're tight, but this is like really loose and nice. So I'm going to do the next one with Rayleigh too, so I'm going to take these out and my hair's probably going to be curly.
You ready?
Yeah.
You take a piece of hair, and like the fishtail braid, we're going to split it into 2. And this is kind of a twist French plait type thing. So now you're going to take one and twist it over, like this. Yeah. And now on your bottom piece, you're going to take a bit of hair and twist it over again. Yeah, like that. And you just continue to do this. So I'm doing it on the other side, and I'm going to help Ruby. Now I have both of my twists. I'm just going to pull it to the back, and we're just going to put a band in like we did with the plaits. I've done mine now. So this is what it looks like.
It looks so good. That's amazing.
And this is one of my favourite hairstyles.
It's really good. TikTok.
Yeah, I know. You could have a few variations of this. It could go into pigtails, into one ponytail.
You could keep adding the hair in and make it thick.
Yeah, you could turn it, keep adding it until the back, and then just ponytail it.
There's lots of variations.
So I'm just going to quickly show you another variation of it. We're going to continue this around her head. So we just keep going, like I am. And this is a lot like, it reminds me of Elsa or like a Disney princess. So I'm just continuing this around her head. I'm just repeating the braid onto the other side. Then I'm joining them with a scrunchie. And that creates a really nice kind of join. So that's another variation of the twist that I just did on Ruby.
It's so nice. It's like so precise.
This hairstyle's quite good for school because it will hold in, but it doesn't look too like slick back and everything.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to wear and it's not painful on your head. The fourth hairstyle is a Dutch braid ponytail, and I'm going to do this one on Ruby. So Ruby's on her tiny stool chair again, and I've parted her hair about here, part it like this. I'm just going to take the rest of the hair and just put it in a ponytail so it's out of the way. So now we're going to take the top bit, and you want to try and start this as close to the hairline as possible. We're going to start the Dutch braiding and take a bit from the front, from the back. I think Ruby's falling asleep.
I can't hold my head up. I need to put it on my shoulder. Ooh, I found a device. That's comfy.
You've got to keep Dutch braiding until you get to the bottom. So you're basically just French plaiting on the crown of your head, kind of acting like it's a headband. We get to the bottom and we just keep plaiting.
Whoa.
Do it without looking.
I love when you do.
We have a plait now.
Whoa! I look like a caterpillar.
Now we're going to take all your hair and we're going to put it into an actual side ponytail that's going to stay in. We're just going to put a hairband in it. Then we take this band out. So this is the finished Dutch braid ponytail. It just looks like that from the back. You could probably Dutch braid there as well. On to number 5, and this is Dutch braid pigtails, and I used to wear this so much in videos. And you can do the pigtails at any point in this hairstyle. You can keep Dutch braiding till the bottom, you can do them up here, and for this one, we're going to do them up here for Ruby. So Ruby's now on her stool again, and I'm going to part your hair down the middle. Take a bit of time perfecting this because it always looks better the more like precise it is. So you want a Dutch braid till about here, so you kind of need it in line with your ear. So I'm starting the Dutch braid really close from the front and really tight. So Dutch braids are normal plaits that go under, but you're just adding a tiny bit more hair before you pull them under. And I probably add the equal amount of hair to the strands in the beginning. And I always like to keep it quite precise in the front. I like it to go that way and then up as well. So I'm just plaiting it now because I finished the French plait. And I'm not going to plait it too far out because the ponytail will go here in a minute. I'm going to do this one, so roll the time lapse. So I'm just at the end of this one, and now I'm going to put a band there. So I've just done her 2 French plaits into her pigtails, except the pigtails aren't here yet. And this is actually quite a nice hairstyle in its own. So now I'm going to do the pigtails. We're just going to take all of your hair. And then you want to take out the plait. So this is the final product, and again you could carry this onto the back. You can do the pigtails wherever.
They're so cute.
And you can even not include the bottom bit of hair and just pigtail that as it is.
Also, you could turn it into bands.
Yeah, you could do so many things with this. All of these hairstyles you can like adapt. So on to the last hairstyle, and this is basically 2 Dutch braids. And we've already done half of this, so I'm going to continue this. I taught myself how to do Dutch braids, but Ruby can't do this.
I'm trying, but it's kind of taken a while.
And this is great because it can stay in for a few days, and it's really easy to top up as well. I also filmed a Descendants 3 inspired hair tutorial for Disney Channel's YouTube. Again, go check that out. And this was also done by the Braid Bar. And my full Dutch braids were inspired by Evie. And this is a clip of my final Evie inspired Dutch braid. So this is the Evie inspired braid, and I absolutely love this. So the Braid Bar did do amazing braids on me, and they are experts. I'm trying, and this is like a at-home version. So let's try and recreate this since I've done half of it already. So we're just going to continue the Dutch braid how I did before. You've got to remember, for Dutch braids they go under, French braids go over. If I was going to French braid this, which is just as easy, this piece would go over, but because it's a Dutch braid, it's going to go under like that. And Dutch braids basically look a bit more kind of 3D, they're a bit more on top of your head. that is the first braid done. Now doing the second one.
By the way, if I make a weird face or if I do that, sometimes it's because sometimes, well, you can't really do braids without hurting. So if I do that, it's like kind of painful.
I'm just finishing this off and it really doesn't take that long, to be honest. And the tighter you do it, the longer it will stay in for. So this could stay in for a few days. Ruby hasn't seen what this looks like yet, so we'll get her reaction on camera.
I hope the pain was worth it.
So I've just done Ruby's hairstyle and she hasn't seen it yet, so we're gonna get her reaction on camera. But I don't think you've ever had tight.
Well, sometimes you always put some sort of weird blotch in it where it's big.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness, it's so nice. Thank you.
Imagine how curly your hair would be if you keep it in.
I'm gonna keep it in tonight. So these are it. I'll show you from the close up, me on the side red. And the other side.
So this is the final full Dutch braids, and the good thing about this is it can stay in for so many days. And this is the Eve inspired braids.
I love these and I just think they're so stylish. That was amazing, Raylee. I think the braid bar needs to give you a little job. So that's the end of our video. We really hope you enjoyed it.
We hope we inspired you to try out some braided hairstyles for school.
Some of them were easy, some of them were a bit harder, but if you practice, I'm sure you'll get the harder ones.
And remember, don't forget to tune in to Disney Channel on Friday the 11th of October at 5:30 p.m.
to watch the UK premiere of Descendants 3 movie. You're gonna love it, it's amazing.
And also remember to head over to Braid Bar London from the 7th of October
to get your exclusive Descendants 3 braid looks. We have 2 shout outs for this video. The first shout out goes to Jasmine Verity. Thank you so much for your kind comments, for hashtagging our sister squad and being really, really positive on the future page.
Second shout out goes to Holiday Pup. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. We really hope you're enjoying our videos. Thank you for hashtagging our sister squad and being positive.
We can't end this video without thanking our notification squad and early squad. We love you guys so much.
Thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed it. We love you.
Bye! And don't forget to check out Descendants 3.
Bye!
And welcome back to our channel.
Today
no, that didn't sound right. Sorry. It's the wrong way around.
So now we're gonna get.
Keep forgetting which side I'm on. I whip my hair back and forth. This might be a bit sorry. I just poked myself in the eye.
So you use this hand.
Ah! Seriously, I'm gonna wear this for Halloween and put like green eyeshadow on. It'll look really cool.
Okay, have fun doing that.
And it oops. Oh, Raylee! Oh, your hair was a full curled down. I think my hair's confused. Oh! Ow! Raylee. Look how smooth that is. That's weird.
So onto the last.
Can we do it at the same time?
No. So onto the last hairstyle.
Why do I always fall? Bye, guys.